Scoops is comprised of 4 different card types: cones, recipes, action cards, and of course, ice cream cards. The ice cream in Scoops comes in 3 different categories: fruit, cocoa, and of course, cream. On a player's turn, they may play up to 1 scoop on their cone and may play as many action cards as they have in hand. But 1 scoop is just not enough. That's what the classics are for. The 3 classics in the base game are chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. The classic keyword located on the bottom right of the card indicates that they do not count towards your 1 scoop per turn limit. These classics also allow you to draw a card once you've placed them onto your cone. Not to be outdone by the timeless flavor of the classics, hybrids bring a different element to the game. Hybrids have 2 different ice cream bases combined to allow players to combo ice cream into 1 continuous cone. Comboing is not necessary though. Every scoop you play is worth a point each when it's on your cone. The player with the longest combo at the end of the game gets an additional 3 points added onto their total score. However, building the longest combo does not guarantee victory. There's recipe cards. Recipe cards are the other element of Scoops that add more in-depth gameplay. Recipe cards, very similar to action cards, can be played at any time during your turn. When you play a recipe card, place it next to your cone and then remove the cards from your cone that fill the recipe. Each recipe card has 2 recipes on it. If you cannot fill a recipe, the recipe gets put into the discard pile and you immediately draw a card to replace the discarded recipe. If you are able to fill both sides of a recipe card when you play it, you may. But once you have filled a recipe card, you cannot continue to fill it. Now on to the action cards. All the action cards in Scoops can be played on any player targeting any player. Cherry Bomb discards a scoop of ice cream from an active cone in play. Oops makes a player discard a card from their hand. More allows a player to draw 2 more cards. The draw is mandatory. Mine allows the player that played the card to exchange the position of any 2 scoops of ice cream located on any cone on the board. You can even exchange the scoops between 2 different cones as long as they go exactly where the scoops were. The game ends when the first person reaches 10 scoops or 4 recipes have been played on the board. The parlor is closing, so now at this point in time, the turn sequence will continue as players will take their turns up until the player that went first in this game. During the end sequence as the parlor is closing, players may destroy scoops in order to knock that player's cone down below 10. If they do, the game continues. A combo in Scoops is when matching base flavors of ice cream line up uninterrupted. A cocoa with a cocoa, a fruit with a fruit, a cream with a cream. Hybrid cards allow you to interact in that manner by switching flavors up and having the combo stay consistent. The shop is closed and it's time to tally up and see who won. First, you take and add up every scoop on your cone. Each one is worth a single point. Then, you take your recipe cards. Every filled recipe under your control is worth 3 points. A recipe card that has both recipes filled is worth 6 points. Now we check to see who has the longest combo. The longest combo is the sequence of uninterrupted base flavors lining up. The player with the longest combo gets 3 points added to their score. But remember, only 1 player can have the longest combo. If 2 people have the same number of uninterrupted base flavors, nobody gets the 3 points. We greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch our How to Play video on Scoops. Please consider backing us on Kickstarter so that we can bring this wonderful and unique game to you.